everybody. Welcome to Cruising Down the Fast Lane, Episode 3. I'm Sully Toller.
I'm Brian Toller.
And I'm Jaden Collins.
And today we have a special guest.
Paul Fenhaus is in the house.
Yeah, whoop, whoop.
Yeah.
Thanks for tuning back in, everybody.
Yeah.
Our first guest, Paul. Excited to have him here.
Episode 3, big lucky number 3 for the man.
Appreciate you guys bringing me in. You guys have been gracious hosts. Got
Yeah.
some chapstick, snacks, drinks.
Yeah.
Can't complain. Feels
like
good to be
everything?
here.
Paul, why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Just joined up with these guys a few months ago on the pizza crew, trying to fit in, do my thing with them.
Yeah, hell yeah.
I'm in my 40s, so I'm the old man in the group. I'm an old head, so listen to music a lot. I'm into movies, entertainment, art, that kind of stuff. So.
He's into great movies. I respect his movie and show opinions.
He likes Star
Appreciate
Wars.
that.
He loves
Yeah,
Star
yeah.
Wars.
Yeah.
I appreciate that he likes the Broncos and the Denver teams.
Oh,
I'm
Right.
a big Denver guy myself here.
We ride or die. That's how we do.
Yeah. Lucky. Nice first win this week.
Finally, the Broncos finally found a way to win.
Win number 1.
Kind of got it handed to us, but hey, we'll take it.
We'll take it. Win's a win.
I was
Yep.
scared for a little bit there.
28-7. Not a fun thing to come back from.
21-point comeback, biggest we've ever done on the road, so can't complain.
No.
It's a step in the right direction.
For
I didn't
sure.
watch it. What were some highlights of the game?
I think Russell Wilson, he's been playing pretty good.
Yeah, he's been the biggest highlight. Him and Marvin Mims, our
Marvin
rookie,
Mims,
he's
bro.
been outstanding. The guy's got a lot of speed and a lot of talent.
Really
The
think
more they
he's
utilize
taking over
him,
Sutton's spot.
I think he
I'm
could
hoping.
take over that
for
number one
sure.
spot on wide receiver. We might see some guys getting traded.
We should. I hope so for some picks. We really need.
Yeah,
picks.
we need to add
Some
some
young
depth.
guys,
Our
for
team's
sure.
getting thinned out now. Need to bolster up the defense
The defensive
again.
coordinator. Really
Right,
need a
Vance
coordinator.
Joseph's a joke.
He is. He's terrible.
Need to get him out of town again.
For
I
sure.
don't know. I keep telling everybody about him, but nobody listens.
Yeah. Oh God.
Jaden, our resident non-sports guy.
Yeah, I'll tell you about every game. I'll break it down real fast. Real fast. I'll tell you who's
Real
pulling the
fast.
weight or who's not.
Yeah, he'll tell you how it is.
Well, we got the NBA right around the corner. I know that's
yeah.
your guys' wheelhouse.
Hell yeah. Big excitement there. Just saw that it was just media day for the NBA guys. I don't know if you know Jimmy Butler. How last year he did that really weird mugshot.
Yeah, I saw he
Like
came
long
out today
dreads.
with the emo hair.
Emo hair, bro. He was crazy. He was wilding today.
You guys hilarious. I like
He
it.
is. I respect it.
Oh yeah, anybody that can add another layer to things besides the sports
Make it
element.
have fun.
Yeah,
Have
make it
fun
more
with it, dude.
entertaining.
Yeah. And I saw Murray and Jokic. They're really confident in bringing this thing back
Hell
next
yeah,
year.
let's run it back, Nugs.
Keep the Larry O'Brien.
Run it back.
Hell yeah.
Go back to back, first two.
You give him a
First
drink.
two.
That'd be nice.
That would be
Be a
crazy.
good way to do it.
Yeah.
It would. All right, we were talking about music. Your son, you want to tell us a little bit about?
Yeah, definitely would love to. So my son, he's got his own thing going. Carbine C is his alias.
We'll put something up on the screen.
Hell yeah,
Jamie, pull
appreciate
one
that.
up.
I would
it out.
consider it a hybrid of rap and metal, kind of different fusions from different realms in those.
Don't do
He
that.
makes a lot of his own. All of the music's made on his own. Does it all in his own studio that he's just got in one of the bedrooms at his apartment.
Does he have people helping him out?
He's worked with different people. He's collabed with some people. He knows some local people that he's worked with that know how to make some beats. But now that he's got the gear and the know-how, he's doing it all pretty much on his own.
Respect.
Because
him for
he
sure.
mixes his own albums
Yeah,
too, doesn't
yeah.
he? And then
Does
he
all
plays
the
instruments
work.
too, doesn't he?
Yeah, he knows how to do a little
really?
guitar and stuff now. And
He's
he'll play drums, but on the computer. You know, he's got
Yeah.
his FL program
Yeah, like
and uses
the
the
touch,
little
yeah.
keyboard to
Beep,
do it.
beep,
Yeah.
beep, yeah.
It's
That's
incredible.
sick. I've seen that.
You ever,
That's pretty
you ever
cool.
go just check it out, while he's in progress of
Yeah, I'll stop by. Just kind of pop in when he's doing things, get a peek at the magic before anybody else.
That's cool.
See
Yeah.
behind the scenes a little
Awesome,
bit.
Yeah. Right before he publishes it.
Exactly.
You
He
gotta
used to
have
do
a,
it in
like-
my apartment too before
Oh,
he
okay.
started having his own place. So I'd hear him in his room screaming and shit. I was like, oh, of course, working
Yeah.
on music.
Back to the music.
Yep.
Just death metal.
Oh yeah.
For real.
Yeah, his roots are very all over in music, 'cause so are mine. So a lot of death metal, a lot
That's
of rap,
pretty cool.
but then we throw it back. I mean, we love the Beatles, we love the Stones,
Oh,
all
yeah.
that
Oh,
classic
yeah.
stuff. So.
Gods and-
Have you ever
Listen to that on
have you ever wanted to be in in a way in one of the music?
I would love to.
Videos or
I
something?
wish I knew how to play. I wish I had the talent. All my skills are on the backside, so that's why I managed a band before.
Oh yeah.
Yes,
Tell us more about
yes.
That was incredible. It was just a bunch of friends, kind of through work and family, that I linked up with.
Is it that one that you gave me the album?
Yeah,
to?
Paralysis.
Yeah, I'll
Yeah.
take a
Oh, I
picture.
saw that
I'll take a
one.
picture
That
of the
worked.
cover and we'll put that up on the
Sweet.
screen.
Yeah,
Jamie,
we'll add
pull
that
that
up
up.
too. The album cover. Go
Right
check
there.
that out for sure.
That's pretty cool. And all the songs are on YouTube too, aren't they?
Yep. Check it out. YouTube,
RNC?
Bandcamp. I know they're still out there. On
No,
that.
the band that he managed.
Yeah,
Oh,
Paralysis.
Paralysis.
Paralysis?
Yep,
Yeah.
yep.
Hell yeah, Paralysis.
All
Shout
of
out
their
Paralysis.
songs. Do they just have the one album?
Yeah, they put out the one album and ended up
Okay.
breaking up after that.
Oh, we can have the link in the
Unfortunately.
description.
Yeah.
Paralysis link in the description.
Yeah,
Go
and
check
I'll
out
show you
that
the
channel.
We'll put the picture of their album cover on there.
Yeah,
'cause
yeah.
I got that at home.
Hell yeah.
It was a good time. They kind of knew what they were doing in the beginning and just didn't know how to put it out there and how to get it kind of to the masses. So I kind of helped develop their Facebook page with them, and we collabed on making some local shows with a guy that was promoting bands from Salt Lake coming up because we were in Rock Springs, Wyoming at the time.
I was just about to
So
ask.
a couple hours away to Salt Lake was also. We'd had some bands coming up from there. Then we did a little 5-city tour. We went down to Utah, Vegas, and Arizona, into Colorado.
okay.
Oh, that's
That sounds-
awesome.
Yeah, it was a
Sounds so
blast,
fun,
man. It was
dude.
wild. Met some really cool people.
Oh hell
Yeah.
yeah!
We were
hell yeah.
like out
That's
back
all
in
that.
Arizona, met some crust punks that were just hanging out in the dumpsters before the show.
Were they doing opening gigs for big bands? too?
Yeah, nobody big. Just we were on a 2-band tour with another band called Noasis. They actually played here before in
Noasis?
Rapid, yeah.
Okay.
And so it was just a kind of startup tour for both bands to get out there and get a filler.
Not to be confused with Oasis.
Right?
Noasis.
Noasis.
Interesting.
So it was a blast. I enjoyed every minute of it. I learned a lot. I met a lot of crazy and interesting characters throughout, and of course, got to enjoy incredible music through the experience.
Oh, that'd be the
Can't
best.
complain.
That'd be the
That'd
best.
be
Live
so
music is
awesome.
what I
Yeah,
live for.
yeah.
For real.
Oh my gosh, yeah, it's so
I bet
fun.
it definitely has like a nice connection with you now too. With all
Big
that.
time, big time.
Yeah.
What was the best venue that you saw them perform in?
Ooh. I would say the most fun we had was in Vegas. It was a real weak turnout, real sketchy, divey place.
Okay.
But the guy running it had it attached to his pizza joint.
Oh.
So he made everybody a large pizza when they performed. So we had large pizza waiting for us after we played.
Oh hell
Oh,
So
yeah!
right after
dude.
we went next door and
Just rub
mobbed
down
on
on
some food, and then my parents were living in Vegas at the time too, so then we got to go crash at their place, got
Oh,
to
that's
take fresh
awesome.
showers and stuff.
Yes,
So
dude.
that was nice. Being on the
Oh.
road, we were getting kind of grungy.
Yeah, I bet, for sure.
Yeah, need to freshen up every once in a
Exactly.
while.
And how long? I don't know if you said, but how long was that tour in total?
It took a week. It was 5 cities, 7 days, because we had a couple days off in between.
That's so badass.
That's pretty
dude.
cool.
Yeah, it was a
Yeah.
nice little run. Something fresh to start out with. Never done anything like that, so.
Did you ever end up doing something like that after?
No, unfortunately, that was the end of things from there. They started writing another album after that, and then things just kind of dissolved. They kind of grew up. One had a kid, and
Oh,
one got a
definitely, yeah.
job at the mine, and so he kind of had to dedicate to that. So
Right,
That's
those
right.
so-
things kind of fell apart for that. They still kind of do different things, all of them individually, but nothing big anymore, unfortunately.
Oh yeah, that always sucks.
Definitely a cool
Yeah.
journey though.
Oh, it was a
Yeah.
blast.
Yeah,
The
that's-
talent that
that's
I got
awesome.
to see.
Oh yeah.
Our guitar
real.
player's one of them, just real shreddy, incredible guys that he was from a tiny, like 500 people town in Wyoming, and
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
could
yeah.
be on stage with any of these guitarists. He's playing in jazz clubs now in Salt Lake City.
Oh, so he
Hidden
still plays
talent,
and stuff.
Yeah,
I
it's
got
really
you.
weird. I guess that jazz scene's like really extreme. Like it's hard to get in and be somebody in it, and once you are, you have to be very strict and follow their code and everything.
And he's doing that up north here.
In Salt Lake City.
Salt Lake City.
Yeah,
okay.
and they told him, he talked to his professor because he's doing some classes in college. And his professor told him, he's like, don't let any of these guys find out that you were ever in a metal band or played metal or
Oh,
have
yeah.
metal roots.
That's
or
probably
you're
sacrilege right there.
Yeah, you won't be allowed in the clubs anymore.
No.
You won't get to play anymore. Like, you'll be blackballed.
That's crazy.
Whoa,
Okay.
man.
So does jazz jazz like that vary from region to region?
I think so. It's very
like going to New
territorial.
Orleans, going to
Yeah.
Louisiana, trying to play on the streets down there.
Yep.
He'd probably get stabbed in the streets or
Oh, I
something.
bet.
For real.
Like, who are you?
Holy cow!
That's awesome.
Speaking of live shows, you just saw one last night.
I did. I didn't get to see the whole show. Apparently, a lot of cool stuff happened at the beginning of the show, but the best thing for me was I saw Godsmack, one of my favorite childhood bands. They performed Voodoo and I Stand Alone, and
Great
I've been
tracks.
talking about it like the last 2 days. Like, got chills going up my body, just hearing the echo of him going like, I stand alone, and then just like the crowd's just like, ah, like that's what they wanted to hear right there. Just him singing like key words, key phrases, like
That's what it's all about
it's
right
like
there.
you can
yeah.
feel the vibrations of
Yeah.
the music going through your bones. It's just vibrating you.
And you mentioned you have like really good seats. Too.
Yeah. I was so close to the speakers that there's no way I could have recorded a video because like the camera would have just been like.
That's what you wanted to be.
The audio would have been
Exactly
like.
what you wanted to be.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
It's
want
like
that.
the
You want
best
that
spot.
bass to boil
Yeah.
your blood.
Yeah, oh God, dude.
That's the best.
That's awesome. I'm
And I had
jealous.
just cut my hair, so I wasn't able to rock out enough. Couldn't give myself whiplash for the next 2 days.
Would have been so worth it. Though.
I
Yeah.
know.
So good.
Yeah, it was definitely a great time. Great time. Shout out to one of my closest friends. I consider him a father figure, uncle, and my boy Toby. If you're
Toby.
watching this, I love you, brother.
Hell yeah! Shout out!
It's awesome. Glad you got to make it out to that. That's
Yeah,
sick.
it was pretty cool. Pretty cool.
Have you guys ever been to a live show?
Never have.
I haven't.
I did though last year when Snoop came to Rapid or was going to come. Me and my mom were gonna have tickets. I know a coworker. She was gonna go, and we were all just bummed. Like he just canceled on us because there wasn't enough sold tickets.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Oh
so
yeah, the
canceled.
Snoop Dogg concert.
We're all
That's
getting
right.
excited.
Oh.
I don't know how long, like a week or two before the concert, like hyping me up because I've never been to a concert.
For
you know?
real,
I know a
dude.
little bit of Snoop, so I was like, okay, this is gonna be real cool.
Yeah.
I heard.
And then just boom.
It's like
And
around
it's
Christmas
crazy
too,
that
wasn't it?
because then like I went on Facebook and it was just like every other friend I had on Facebook was like I had tickets. I had tickets. I had
Everybody was
tickets.
so excited.
And
to
it's
see
all
him
like
there.
it sounds like it was almost a sold out show. What
Yeah,
the
you
That's
hell?
what I'm
think
saying.
around
like,
here?
everyone, and you can't just cancel on a Midwest.
Right?
place like that,
Yeah.
dude. You're not gonna have the sales you would in these big cities. Like,
Damn,
Come on,
that's
dude.
brutal. I never heard
you're
about
putting us in
that.
the dark.
Yeah, that was only a few months ago, wasn't it?
No, it was last December.
Okay.
So it was like a Christmas type
Yeah,
deal. I
Oh,
guess.
okay.
Half a year ago. Okay.
Yes, dude.
What a bummer.
Oh, such a bummer. Yeah, everyone was so bummed out.
Yeah, we'll have to get you guys
Everybody-
out to a show then.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know of
That'd be
anything.
awesome.
The only thing I know coming up next is it's a punk show. I forget who. Dropkick Murphys.
Okay.
So-
I've never even heard of
Yeah,
that.
Really?
they're really
If I
old
were to
school
go,
punks.
I'd be down to listen to whatever they have. I'd start to get to know it a little bit before I go. That'd be pretty fire. Make it enjoyable.
yeah.
as
Oh
hell.
yeah,
Heck
yeah, that's
yeah.
the best.
You're
When you have
fresh on the
time,
music.
you're just
Yes.
listening to like their best hits.
Exactly.
That's always when you want to listen to their best hits because their best
Yeah.
hits is what they're gonna be
Oh,
playing.
yeah.
Playing right
at
there.
the
You know,
concert.
you know
that
it.
just gives me like the
That's how it
chills.
is.
Just thinking about stuff like that. Because I was also about to go to a Jelly Roll concert.
Oh
It was,
yeah.
like, not too long ago.
That was
at
just a
the
couple
fair or
weeks ago,
something.
right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
in
yeah.
August, I think. Yeah, I was gonna go, but then he like jacked up the prices for some reason.
Figures.
Like over 100, I think,
Really?
for Jelly Roll at the. It
Yeah.
wasn't even at the monument.
No.
The fairgrounds.
At the
I think worth it.
fairground.
Oh, was at the fairgrounds even?
Yeah, yeah.
Lame.
Which was really
Yeah,
weird.
during the fair.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah,
Over
definitely not
$100
cool.
at the fairground.
Yeah, that's whack
Kinda
as
crazy.
hell.
You're sitting
Too
outside.
much.
They got
Yeah.
like all the farm animals like for like half a block.
Smells
over
like
Right.
shit.
there.
Smells like shit.
So they got all them flies and mosquitoes
Yeah,
harassing
welcome
you.
to the Midwest.
Yeah, dude, no shit. Even having fun outside sucks.
Not always. You can't make it sound that bad. Dude.
Yeah.
It sounds that bad.
Bug spray. Get your bug spray in ya. Son of a
Indeed.
gun.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah, we definitely gotta get you guys out to one. That's one of the best experiences you can have in life,
Yeah.
I think.
I'll
Yeah.
definitely go by the time I die, unless I die like
yeah.
tomorrow. Yeah. Hopefully, if I live to my older years, you
So
know.
if
I'll
the God
get
blesses
up
me,
and-
it takes me out tomorrow.
Yeah, Jesus.
I'm ready to clock out of life.
Fuck out,
I'm
whatever.
done.
Whatever. Calling it quits.
Just done.
All right. Well, I didn't really come up with most for topics, but I kind of wanted to share a little topic that I want to maybe bring up in the future. Maybe like Paul's next time on or something like that. Because I definitely want Paul on this one. But I was thinking like a talent show. Or like, not a talent show, shit. A show and tell.
Okay,
Like, we
okay.
bring like our most prized possession or something that we like really like that we got gifted to us, something like just something big that we like, and then we just talk about it on the pod.
That's funny. I thought about bringing something with today,
Really?
even. Yeah,
So next
that's
time, next
wild.
time,
Yeah.
If you, just so
We're
you
on the
guys
same
know-
wavelength.
Yes, dude. Paul's probably gonna be like at least a once a month type guy on here. Like he's our homie, dude. We gotta keep
Appreciate
him on
that.
the pod for sure. Hell yeah, dude.
Yep. Always
Sacred.
making the workday better.
Sacred.
Sacred. Dude.
God, that bumps me out because I could already think of what my most prized possession would be, but it was lost for several years ago.
Oh, man.
Yes, it was my deceased grandfather's pool stick that he played with throughout his end of his
Dude.
career.
Oh,
It got
wow.
stolen.
Yes, we had let a family friend use it for a tournament, and during the tournament, it came up missing. And it was almost an ideal replica to the one that he bought me, the same brand, same maker,
Really?
but like almost the same pattern. But like his was black, white, and gray, and mine's black, white, and brown.
Damn,
And so they were like twin sticks.
How did it get stolen?
I don't know. Someone
Like,
stole
was it
them.
at your place?
No. Like
At the
a
tournament.
family friend had it at a tournament
Oh.
and was using it during like the end of the year tournament after he had died,
Okay.
and it was stolen at the tournament.
That's so
You think
messed
that guy might have taken it
up.
himself?
No, I don't think so. Actually, a few years ago, and it's not too uncommon for that brand to make several sticks. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
But I saw at a tournament a few years ago a guy shooting with that exact same stick. And he looked like a piece of shit, okay? He looked like a piece of shit.
You really
Yeah.
think you're trying to hold back?
I'm
You
not-
can tell. You can tell.
I'm not racially motivated or nothing, but this fucking guy looked like he would fucking steal a stick at a goddamn pool event, dude. And fucking cocksuckers just shooting it off right in front of me, dude. Like
I mean, but
you
something
don't
like
even
that.
know, dude.
It very well could have been him. I mean, I don't think there's a lot of pool players in the area, but I mean, there's obviously a good amount. But
Yeah, I know there's a good
crazy,
amount, but to like, usually you're not seeing the same
Same
stick.
sticks, yeah.
Like,
Right.
not when they're
Sure.
$800 sticks, you know what I'm saying? Like
That's
that just
dirty.
doesn't happen. So
Oh,
I'm
that
almost
like makes me mad.
yeah,
just
dude,
hearing
I'm
that
almost
story.
so
hell
sure
yeah.
I was watching that dude play with my grandfather's stick that tournament, dude.
I would be heartbroken.
Oh
Go over
man.
I
there
would
and
be
beat the
so-
shit out of him.
Yeah.
Right.
I was about to
Gut
call up a couple
wrenching.
boys and go catch him out in the parking lot.
Oh,
Jump
God,
and
bro.
steal that shit
Be
back.
like,
that
whether
shit
it's his or
back.
not, it looks like it.
It is now.
It is now.
Yeah, fuck.
Cocksucker.
Cocks.
It's not too uncommon for people to be stealing stuff at tournaments and stuff.
Really?
Yeah, there's a lot of shiesty
I guess
people
it is
out
at the
there.
bars, huh?
Yeah, because sometimes people will just accidentally leave their stick or their case lying around, and someone will just go pick it up and pretend like it's theirs.
Oh, yeah.
That's
It's
so
so
wild,
simple to
dude.
do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It would be.
Just be like,
And then if it ain't, you can just play dumb. Oh, I
oh, it looked like my case.
thought it was my case.
Yeah.
And they just walk out with
Yeah.
nothing.
Yeah,
Fuck
literally,
that guy.
literally.
Shit.
You never know what you can get, dude. You can find a case with $2,000-$3,000 sticks in there.
That's unreal.
Yeah, dude. I used to know this guy that had 2 custom sticks made. One was a break, one was a shoot. And like they were like these really nice custom inlaid sticks with like really nice etching and like turquoise colored marbles inlaid in them, and they were just like beautiful. And he paid like $12.50 a stick.
Wow.
Yeah,
Holy shit.
yeah. But
So they get that
$3,500. Oh yeah.
What is like the big deal with buying more expensive? Because I know people would probably ask the same with baseball bats or baseball gloves. Like,
Well, just like bats, there's a lot of science that goes into making a
Yeah,
pool
yeah.
stick. You know what I'm saying? Because
which I understand, but like
nowadays,
what is
whenever you're buying a stick, most of the technology is in the shaft, in the front half of the
Okay.
stick, and it's in that. A lot of times it's hollowed out. A really good one will be hollowed out,
like cork.
and it'll be like a layer of cork
Yeah.
or a layer of another like really soft wood that absorbs
Okay.
stuff. And the more it can absorb, the more motion it can absorb,
Mhm.
the less deflection or the less motion it'll rub off onto the cue ball.
Okay.
Because when you're putting English on a cue ball, so you're putting right hand English on the cue ball, so you're hitting it to the right side of the cue ball. The deflection with a really cheap shaft, the deflection will actually send the cue ball to the left when you hit it on the right side, right?
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
And it'll be vice versa.
Sure. Yeah.
Whereas if you have a low deflection shaft, when it's corked, and has all the right material, it'll absorb all of that deflection or most of it or a lot of it. And a really good player can compensate for the deflection it doesn't compensate for.
Okay.
Makes
So
sense?
it's really like
Makes sense.
kind of locking down on accuracy and
Right.
things like that.
You know, because just like in baseball, I know it's illegal to have a cork bat.
Oh, yeah.
Because that absorbs a lot of deflection.
Yeah.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
It's
So
insane.
yeah,
like
it's a
hitting
lot. It's a
golf
lot
ball.
along the same
Yeah.
motion too.
Retarded.
Makes sense though.
Yeah, yeah. Pool sticks are super cool. There's a lot of math that goes.
Oh, big
Just
time.
making a pool stick, not even playing.
Yeah. Jesus. That'd be cool though to have. What? How much was yours, if you don't mind me asking?
It was almost as much as his since he bought his a few years before mine,
Okay.
and I think the price had dropped down because it was the same year stick. So he bought mine for just over 600. His was
Damn.
almost
Okay, so you got
$900.
a nice ass.
This is-
Hell yeah.
But I don't shoot with it. I shoot with a Q-Tech right now. I forget, just because it was like it has a, like I said, it has a new high-tech shaft on it.
Okay, yeah.
And I
it's
just,
like a newer thing.
yeah, and I
I
just
gotcha.
bought that Q-Tech probably about 3 years ago.
Okay.
So yeah, the stick that my grandfather bought for me, he bought in 2013, 2014. So, and it was probably made in 2009, 2010. So, and then I have a couple other of his sticks. I have a trophy stick that he won in Las Vegas. That's a Hubler that says, I forget what tournament it is, but it says Las Vegas 2004 so-and-so championship. And then his name's on the bottom.
That's so
it's all
badass.
engraved
Way
into
cool.
it.
Hell
Yeah,
yeah,
that's
man.
really cool.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
It's intense. I can't wrap my head around it, but I can because it's just like any sport. How
Exactly.
you break it all down. It's so
Yeah.
crazy how
That's
sports
cool.
get down to that fine science
real,
like
dude.
that.
Yeah.
Just blows your mind.
That's so interesting.
Yeah, 'cause you
And every year,
you never think about it when it's like the smaller sports where you don't really play it.
yeah, if you're not
Exactly.
into it, yeah.
Me and Paul were at our boss's house earlier, and she was showing us her backyard. And I found a football on the ground, and I picked it up and I threw it at Paul. And he's like, "It's nice that it's deflated," and it was like it had an American flag on it. And I was like, "Just like the Patriots." And I was like, yeah, keep throwing it back and forth.
That game was so crazy.
That was
Right.
That almost cost them the
Deflate
Super
game.
Bowl, didn't it?
Yeah, they almost
Because
lost.
that was in
Yeah.
the Super Bowl that happened. Yeah.
There've been different, at least once in each sport where like someone's won and it's been
Always so much
like somebody
controversy.
cheating, like,
Yeah.
that one year with the Astros.
Yeah,
I
the
know, like,
Astros still get a lot of flack.
They do, dude. They really.
What was
suck all
happening
that
then?
in.
Oh man.
I don't remember what exactly they were doing. I think stealing signs or something.
Yeah, but then they were wearing like
That's
transmitters and shit
was really
under their,
on their body.
gear so they could like communicate.
You know, because
signs and-
I've seen where some pitchers will put like sap on their
Oh,
glove.
yeah,
That's something,
yeah.
But that's
Or,
not
like,
as
on the
severe.
Yeah, I've
That's
seen
not as,
people
like, that'll get
touching
that player kicked out, but like we're talking the entire team.
Getting a
was
team
cheating.
disqualified, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, for example, when what was his name? The little guy, Altuve.
Altuve,
Was it
yeah, Jose Altuve.
He had like a walk off, right?
Mhm.
And when he's and like you know how they have the big huddle at home plate when they win a walk off or something huge like that, especially in a World Series.
Right.
When he goes into the thing, he like was holding his jersey like this to like show like don't take my jersey off because usually they'll like strip you
Rip
down to
you
your
off.
underlayer.
Yeah.
And but he's like making sure like don't take my
Yeah,
my
he was
jersey off.
keeping a whole lot
Yes.
tight 'cause he was
Really?
hiding
Yes,
something.
right before he got to home plate, and then they didn't take it off. Like the first time anyone's not. Had
Yeah, it was really weird.
That's
It is.
crazy.
And they're like banging on garbage cans,
Yeah.
like a certain count and
Like,
stuff
for,
to communicate.
Like one bang is a
Oh,
fastball,
I think
two
I've
bangs
heard
is-
something about
Yeah.
noise
Curveball.
communication and stuff like that.
Mhm.
And they're like, it crossed the lines of what's acceptable of cheating in baseball. Because there's this whole
Yeah.
code of unwritten rules in baseball, and there's a level of cheating that's okay.
That's okay.
Yes.
Yeah, because I
Yeah.
think I heard that saying before. Everyone in baseball cheats or
Yeah.
something like
Oh,
that.
they do,
Yeah.
for
yeah,
sure.
like everybody
Yeah.
steals signs, but you can't take it to
Everywhere.
the degree that they were and
Yeah,
stuff.
they took
It's-
it too far with technology. and
Yeah.
shit like that.
Holy
You can't-
cow.
You can't take it outside of baseball.
Yeah.
But like, for example, for Post 22 when we play it,
Mhm.
probably shouldn't be saying this, but like,
We
but
cheated. We
but basically,
cheated.
no, it's not really cheating. It's again the unwritten rule stealing
Uh.
signs. It's like, for example, like last name. If they say like let's go taller when you're up to bat, it's a fastball. But if they're like let's go 17, then it's a curveball, like an off-speed pitch.
Mhm.
Because like they can, sometimes the catchers are really bad at hiding. Like they keep,
Yeah,
they don't keep
yeah.
their legs together. They open up. And so that third base coach can see like his signs he's giving, and based off that, they'll give you off-speed fastball.
Yeah.
It's
That's
a little advantage, but I mean, even if you have that type of shit, you still have to hit the ball. Like,
Yeah.
it's not
Which
easy.
is incredibly hard to do.
it's
You ever
different
seen
for sure,
you ever
dude.
seen wiffle ball videos?
Oh my
yeah.
god, those are
Crazy.
insane.
I've been seeing a lot lately where they'll throw like a crazy curveball, but it goes around the batter.
Oh yeah, it goes behind him
Yeah.
and touches.
But then
the-
it touches that backside plate right there, and
Yeah.
if you hit the plate, that's a strike right there.
Yeah.
Bro.
And so it's just like this one guy did it to the same guy 3 times in a row, dude. Fucking
For 3 strikes.
three
What
strikes,
the hell?
bro. Striked him out, bro.
That's not fair.
Yeah.
How do you hit that?
You almost have to like throw behind it and just fucking swing for it, bro.
No, some of the things that those professional
Oh,
wiffle ball
dude.
players do is crazy. Like they'll like touch the grass blades and it'll
Yeah,
go
it's
Yeah.
like
like-
back up.
Yeah,
Like,
straight
what?
up, just straight up at the last second.
Yes,
Ah.
it's ridiculous. They'll throw a little knuckleball, it just floats in and just sinks right down right when they're about to hit it. Swing and whiffs it at it, dude. Some of that shit's so crazy. Impressive.
It is
I don't know
impressive,
if you guys
super
tried to
impressive.
throw one, but it's actually like impossible.
Oh,
to
it's
get a
hard as
curve like
hell.
that. Like to really locate what you want to do, it's insane.
Yeah,
I
all
mean,
about
we were
that
kind of
finger
figuring out
placement.
risers.
Yeah.
Like last summer.
Yeah, we were trying to get risers.
Yeah.
It doesn't
It's-
work
it's
out the way
really
you want
hard.
it to. Like the videos are skipping off the grass.
Yeah.
That's insane.
Yeah, it just rises up a little bit, not just a complete boom.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, I'm not a wiffle ball player, that's for sure.
Yeah, me either, dude. I
Great.
can't hit it.
I can
It's
play
hard.
some
wiffle ball
badminton
league.
though. Yeah, some badminton.
I like pickleball. What do you think about pickleball?
Pickleball's
Yeah, that's the
alright.
big rage
That's
now.
I mean, we got 4
It is
people
alright.
right here. Sometime, if you guys want, we got a pickleball court at the pool down there.
Pickleball court.
And we got
Yeah.
4
Oh,
paddles
nice.
and
Hell
balls.
yeah.
We'll
So.
put it on our TikTok and
Anytime.
Facebook.
Lachlan and
Yeah,
Hudson
yeah.
broke some of the paddles though. Like that.
Really?
Yeah, they smacked them against. Or Hudson kept throwing them, or Lachlan did it first, but then Hudson started throwing them, and they're cracked.
Bunch
Like,
of
Like those
assholes.
kids can't
Oh,
keep
God, bro, I
track.
bought
Can't
them,
keep
dude.
nothing nice.
Yeah,
I've never played. I'd like to try it.
it's
What's
fun.
wrong
It's
with the
so
youth
fun.
of America?
That's probably because like when we're in school or like high school and shit, that's like a whole subject we do basically
Oh,
in
yeah.
gym. Like
Yeah.
it's my favorite though. It's so competitive. I take everything. I'm such a competitive person. Where
Oh,
like,
I
need
hear
to
you.
win, dude.
Yep,
Like,
I'm the same
I need
way.
to win. I don't care if it's gym class or the real fucking deal. I'm winning that
Yeah.
shit.
I love it when they do that. You spend like
Monopoly, I
each
don't
week
care.
on a
Yes.
different
That's how
sport.
it. That's how it is.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
in
it's so
high
good. A
school.
whole week of pickleball,
Hey.
a whole week of badminton, a whole week of
ping pong.
tennis,
We played
ping pong.
Oh yeah, we
Yeah.
played ping
Yeah.
pong last year. That shit was
That
so
that shit's
fun.
so
I
much
love ping
fun.
pong. Oh, that was-
We would do
Ping pong
archery.
Germany.
Do archery.
I did
we
it in
didn't
middle
do that.
school.
No, yeah, we did.
Archery's
I,
cool.
Yeah,
we
in
went
middle
to the
school there was
outdoor campus
class.
and
There was
archery.
class.
Oh yeah,
Whole
that's
ass
cool.
class for it. We did hikes, but I was in lifetime activities. We went bowling. Like so for class, we would just get graded on having fun. I
Does
guess.
Stevens have a rock climbing wall?
We did that too. It wasn't at
Dang,
Stevens, but it was
that's
at
nice.
the.
Oh, Central has one.
Yeah.
It was at, no, this was like literally at the rock climbing business. Like there's a business
Yeah.
out by the.
Yeah.
You know where it's at?
Yeah. No, I don't know where it's at, but I've heard of it.
Okay, yeah, and it was fucking sick. It's like there's.
And they
also
got like
a red
inverted
wall.
walls and shit
Yes,
that go
it goes-
straight
yeah.
back
There's
up
some,
and
there's
shit.
some like
It's so
red
crazy.
backwards,
Yeah,
some
yeah,
that go
yeah,
up
straight
and then
up.
straight
Yeah.
out.
Yeah.
And then there was a treadmill version to where it's literally a treadmill on a wall with rock climbing things, and you just go. You can
Oh,
put it on
yeah,
the
I've
speed
seen
that
that.
you want.
Oh, and then you just like
You
almost
just
like a
go.
stair stepper,
It's-
but for
it's such
fucking
a
rock
workout.
climbing.
Exactly.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
It was so fun though, dude.
Yeah, my
Rock
first time
climbing
on like an
intense.
actual rock climbing wall was at the camp this summer,
Mhm.
and it was so fun. I would really like doing it again.
Like a real one when you're strapped up or something.
Yeah,
Outside?
it went so high,
Okay, yeah.
and then you went up, rang the bell, and then just hopped down and rappelled down.
Heck yeah,
Rappel
that's
down,
the best
Yeah,
part.
so sick, yeah.
I hate heights, dude. There's no way I'm going real
Same.
rock climbing, bruh.
One year in like
There's
middle
no
school, we had
way.
to do one of those outside, and I got like halfway up. I was like, all right, I'm done.
I'm done.
I clocked out halfway, and I jumped
Uh,
off, dude. I was way too high to be seeing the ground. No man.
Yeah, I hate doing that. I hate it. Heights are not my thing. You spilling over there?
No, dude.
Oh,
What are you
dude.
Taking a shower.
talking about? Maybe.
Drool.
It's gonna expose me like this. Damn, it's embarrassing.
The reality.
The raw. The rawness.
Oh my gosh.
So what's going on in your world, Sully? Have anything
Nothing,
exciting for us?
nothing much. I went on some like, we went on like what's it called?
trip?
Yeah, field trip for construction last week.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so I was working with some concrete, doing a few different kinds of construction jobs. See how you'd like them and stuff.
That's really
What
cool.
all did you do?
We did some surveying, so that's like before they start the construction. There, we did a little carpentry, some plumbing, and
What kind of
cement work.
plumbing?
We learned how to do the like soldering for the copper pipes. And
Oh, that's
Yeah.
the soldering is really hard.
Yeah.
No,
It looks
I-
easy, but
Right.
soldering is really
It's-
hard.
I actually
Oh.
have
It's-
mine was looking pretty good though. I
Oh,
dripped
they
a
let you
little
do
bit.
it?
Yeah, I dripped a
sounds
little
like
bit,
cool.
but
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
it was fun.
Didn't you
Yeah.
do some like flooring or something too?
Yeah, that's the cement work.
Oh yeah. Okay,
That was,
okay.
I'm actually thinking about doing that after high school.
I used to do
bit.
flooring for a few years, and I'll tell you what, dude, it's good pay, but it's hard on your knees and back. dude.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's hard on your knees and back.
I didn't even do it too long, but it does sound like it's worth it for a while.
Yeah, for a while.
Like I'm not
for a
gonna
while.
stay in that.
Yeah.
But
Build up a little nest
Some
egg
quick
to buy a
cash real
house
quick.
and stuff.
Yeah,
Yep.
dude. Yeah, no.
do that for a while.
Trade
and
work
then-
is always just tears your body apart.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
Always.
Every time.
Look at any guy in his 60s, 70s, 80s right now that's just been doing construction his whole life. He's had 2 knee replacements, a hip
Yes,
replacement.
Yeah.
He's got a bulge disc in his back, dude. Like, shit is wrong. Like,
Yeah.
that's just
Labor
hard on your
destroys
body.
you.
it
Yeah,
does.
that sound like Grandpa, but he wasn't even in construction.
Yeah, exactly.
It's wild. What was your favorite part about the thing? Like,
Definitely
what was
the
your favorite
cement
part?
work.
Cement work.
Yeah, I really want to do that when I'm older, just for a little money, and then actually go into architecture.
Hell yeah.
Sounds badass.
Yup, make a little money and to start off, buy a house. Like you
Taking
said.
drafting classes and stuff then?
Oh, not yet. That's next year.
Next year?
This-
Sweet.
yeah, this year's just like an intro class.
That's cool.
Dang, you actually get to take classes like that in school?
Yeah,
From the medical route or whatever, there wasn't a lot of shit that we could do.
just intro to
It's
health.
weird, yeah. Really
Yeah.
does. There's some little things that are deeper, but nothing crazy.
What are you trying to get into?
I want to go USD for nursing undergrad.
Oh, hell yeah.
And then I'm thinking my ultimate goal, like if I'm really not into the nursing type thing, is like applying for a dental school and
Heck
going
yeah.
through that, because all you really need is an undergrad in some sort of thing, I guess. Like one of my uncles, he was like in law or something, and then he went and got his dental
wow.
degree. So you can really go from anything, but I think the first couple years I'd like to be a travel nurse. That'd be
Heck
really
yeah, there's
cool.
good money in
That'd be
that.
cool, too.
And like not even for the money, like really just traveling around and shit.
You want to hear
See
a good
the
story
world.
about a travel nurse?
Yeah.
In my apartment building last year, there was this Nigerian family who the father came here first, like 3 years ago, and then saved up a year being a nurse, traveling nurse, and brought his family over here. And they moved into the apartment, and he kept being a traveling nurse. And last year, I couldn't even tell you what time of the year. I'm saying it had to been in the summertime last year. I come home getting off work, and there's like 2 cop cars outside, and I'm like looking around for any old ladies. I'm like, what's the gossip, yo?
Oh god.
And I find one of them sitting over in the smoking area, and I'm like, hey, what's going on? Like, what's up with all the popos over here? And she's all like, man, I forget his name, but he's like, you know, the husband of the family over there? And I go, yeah. She goes, you know, he travels for work. I was like, yeah, he's a traveling nurse. He goes, yeah, he beat up some prostitute in Chicago.
Down.
That's crazy.
She knew exactly who it was. She gave him all his information.
Damn.
No, like she snitched on him?
Yeah.
What?
He put her in the hospital.
That's
That's
wild.
nasty.
Yeah,
In
dude.
Chicago?
That's
And
crazy.
he got caught in Rapid?
Yeah, they came and
No
picked him
way.
up here, bro. RCPD came and picked him up here.
RCPD.
And
Gotta watch out.
I don't know exactly what happened, but maybe a week or 2 later, he was back walking around the apartment. So it's like,
Really?
yeah. So
Yes.
How do you get out of that?
obviously he made bond and probably has to go back for like court or something, or you know.
Okay,
But they moved
yeah.
out about 4 or 5 months ago.
How long they stay?
They were here in total, the whole family, for about 2 years,
Damn, okay.
and he was there for about 3 years. Yeah.
And it was
They
like
took
when
him
he
that
just
long to
moved-
track down too.
It was when he just moved when they tracked him down, or
No. It was before probably before they even thought about moving. Really.
Wow.
Yeah.
that's crazy.
Yeah,
That's a nice
man.
story.
Yeah, that's
What
funny.
say. Boys out there beating up hoes in different states and shit.
I'm not trying to be that kind of travel nurse.
Right.
That ain't
He has
for me.
they had like 4 kids too, dude.
crazy.
For real?
Yeah, dude. There's
Why
a
was
lot
he
of
with
kids.
a prostitute?
I don't know, bro, because he's in a different state, bro. She won't find out unless you put her in a hospital, I guess.
Yeah, why you gotta beat her down? I mean,
Can't you
jeez.
just enjoy her services and leave her in peace, you piece of shit?
Yeah, you're already.
You're already
fucked in the
bad
head. My
enough.
He wanted his money back.
God. Jesus. It wasn't worth it or something.
Right.
Not what my wife can do.
Here's my 5-star review. A knuckle sandwich. Holy
Good
fuck.
stuff.
That was funny.
Brutal.
You got anything for us, Paul?
I brought a few different topics with me that I had written down. We already kind of talked about music and sports. Those are kind of
Yeah,
my
yeah.
big things in life all the
Okay.
time.
Okay.
Mindfulness is another thing I always like to talk about. I was curious if you guys get into that at all.
I'm trying to practice meditation lately,
You have?
but it's really hard because like meditation isn't something that everybody does. Isn't like
No,
the same
yeah.
way. You know what
Right.
I'm saying?
Yes,
Like
for sure.
it's like how you meditate is just a way to like relieve stress on your own. So I've been trying to just like play pool and put on like a really low level podcast and just try
Okay.
to zone out for a little while.
I bet that works for you, though.
That sounds like
It
a
does.
good
It does for a
meditation
little
app
while.
for
It's
you.
like
It's a good way to do it.
Yeah, just try to like restart, reset.
Facts. For me, mindfulness, I mean, I go to like a counselor sometimes for like the mindfulness stuff to really relieve stress and anxiety
Nice.
and stuff, but I haven't been in like a month. I'm scheduled for like another month, so I got like 2 months until the next one, but I think I need to start doing some more of those calming videos, relax. I know the last like few weeks I've listened to some when I go to sleep, and then I find myself not even able to wake up in the morning because I'm like so out. Like I sleep hard.
That's
when I
good.
listen
That's
to one of those.
good.
It's
Definitely
Puts you into
helps.
that REM sleep.
Yeah,
it does,
exactly.
dude.
Yeah.
I feel really hydrated. I wake up and drink one of those energy drinks, and then like I'm fresh for the day, dude. I'm feeling good. It's one of my good days. I need
Heck
to start
yeah,
doing it.
heck
Damn,
yeah.
I wish I could sleep like that. That's crazy. I have to take like melatonins and stuff. Like,
Yeah.
after you gave those to me, I actually started sleeping a little, but
Facts.
I'm still always tired in the mornings. It's hard to wake up, but for a different reason. Cause that shit lasts a while.
I want to start listening to audiobooks.
I need to start
Me
reading
too.
more.
I'd like to do that.
I just need to
Just
read an
like
actual book.
a lot more content of like stuff that I'm into.
Right.
But then not only that, but like I'm also really into like comic books. Like I like Star Wars
Yeah,
and Marvel
yeah.
stuff.
Oh, yeah.
And I was looking at Audible's comic collection online a couple weeks ago, and their comic book collection was in like the hundreds of thousands.
Really?
Like every
Really?
comic book you can think of
Oh
from like,
wow.
every
Okay.
genre, dude.
Nice.
Yeah, you definitely gotta give that a shot. That's
Yeah,
what
that
I
would be
think, I
interesting.
guess.
And like their monthly rates started out I think as low as like $4 or $5 a month.
Not bad
Oh,
at
that ain't bad at
all.
all for all
Yeah.
the books you can listen to that are the comics.
Yeah, a lot of books, lots of books.
Oh, yeah, I need to start reading. I got a couple books in the mail not too long ago. Just, I guess, random ones. I haven't really looked into any of them at all, so I need to start reading them.
I know reading's so hard for me though because I got like such a short attention span.
Oh, yeah,
like,
same.
Oh, for
I'm just
sure, dude.
Easily distracted.
Yeah, if I like to multitask, so I have a hard time just
Me
sitting there
too.
reading a book.
Yeah,
That's
same.
exactly my problem.
That's why audiobook would be the best
Yeah.
fit for situations.
Like, we'll listen to.
yeah,
That'd be good.
yeah,
Oh, yeah.
Or even
Maybe-
play video games sometimes.
It'd be nice to do
Yeah.
yoga and have a book going.
Just
and
can't be
stuff.
Oh
playing.
yeah, you like to do
Oh, yeah,
yoga?
that'd be
Yeah, I love yoga.
That'd be
Yeah.
really
Yeah.
good. I need to start doing some yoga.
Oh, but playing
I'm not flexible at all.
I just want to say my
Same.
range of
I
motion
don't
has
stretch as
very
much.
gone down.
Yes,
gone
it's
down
crazy.
very much.
It is bad.
No, but trying to play a video game with a book might be kind of hard because
Depending on the game.
especially
Right.
not
Like
Siege.
Hogwarts, that'd be a good.
Oh, yeah,
game
that
to
would be.
play
Yeah, I like to get in Hogwarts. I can really get in almost on anything unless I'm playing with other people.
If you're
That's
playing
the thing.
Siege,
I don't
then
like
that'd
playing
be
video games by
impossible.
myself.
Yeah, you're
Because
too.
that one's way too.
Yeah,
you
you
have
gotta
to
be
be
too zoned
focused on
in.
it. Yeah.
That takes me back to like back in the day, the campaign players. When video games first came out, there was no multiplayer. There's
For
no
like Call of Duty
Right.
and
hanging out
stuff.
with your butt. Yeah, the first four Call of Duties weren't online at all. It wasn't until Call of Duty 5 World at War that they had a multiplayer mode.
Wow.
And when that first dropped, Zombies wasn't even on there.
Dude, I could go back
Zombies
to playing
was
some
insane.
Really?
I want to play some Black Ops 1 Zombies again. That was the best.
I remember my older brother had fucking Modern Warfare 5, and I'd have to wait till he'd leave the house and I'd go sneak into his bedroom. Anytime he caught me on there, he'd be like, The whooping, dude. The whooping.
Really?
Yeah.
It was
You're
that fun,
messing
though?
up my account. You're messing up my account. You better not be playing with my friends.
That's funny. God, I could definitely go back to playing some zombies. That's so fun, dude. With
Yeah.
a good group too.
Oh yeah, that original map was so awesome.
I agree.
It's like the World War
Call of Duty
II.
1.
World at War.
Classic.
Yeah,
I don't think
it was
I've
like a
played
World
that
War
one.
II
Oh, that's
mansion
so
type
good.
thing.
So
That was
good.
Wild.
that one was a good one.
I really liked the Call of Duty 1 and 2, but I think the 2 zombies was really good with the. I don't know if you remember the map, but there was like this one spot where if you go on the far left of the map and like go on some roof of a building, the zombies could only come one way at you. So then you would literally just spray the whole time, and then you'd come down to like where you have to reload or something. And then while you're on your reload trip, you have enough like point system save up to where you can like get the what was it called? Pack-a-punch.
Pack-a-punch,
dude.
yeah.
You can pack-a-punch and then head back to your safe place. But then like when you get really good, like when you start getting high in rounds, they start coming behind you, and on top of the roof. And so then you gotta like kind of run. That's when you really the challenge starts, where you're running around and shit. Like really, that's when the
Hell
fun really
yeah.
starts. And that was so fun to do.
Intense.
Play all the time. Played that for hours.
I could even play some Cold War zombies right now.
That wasn't
Any-
bad at all either.
I know I like that one. Lachlan just really hated it for some reason. I don't know why. He just doesn't like zombies.
Yeah.
Zombies nowadays on what, Black Ops 3? Was it the last one that came out? Was
No,
it?
Oh,
we
yeah,
had Cold
there's
War,
four
like,
Black
literally
Ops, but
2
it's
years
Oh,
ago.
okay,
Yeah.
okay. The one before Cold War. That zombies was way too intense for me.
Yeah, it was.
That was way too
with like
intense.
the weird voice and like really they had like actual animation like loading screens.
Yeah, and not only that, but like
I mean, it was interesting, but
I think that was one of the
it wasn't
first
for me.
maps where you could complete the game, wasn't
Is
it?
that when it was like gumballs and stuff?
Yeah, and that's the one where they had like
You
the,
eat the-
the dragon eggs, and you had to unlock the doors, and they had like a train system.
Like the gate. Oh yeah, yeah. That
Yeah,
was,
and then we went to like the underworld and everything.
That
Yeah.
was way too advanced.
I don't know when you
even
went down
remember
into the
any of
under
those
because there was like the
songs.
part in the underworld where you kind of go down there, and that's where you would like place the eggs to unlock a door or a certain sword. I think you'd have to have all the eggs to unlock a sword, but then the whole time there's just like this giant boss dude that was walking around the little area down there, and so you'd either have to fight him or just like avoid him as you're putting the eggs down there.
Okay, yeah.
And all the pros would just like avoid him. They would just like run around and like,
Yeah.
yeah, dude. Like I couldn't keep up with any of my friends that played that. I couldn't keep up
Facts.
with any of them.
For real.
It was too much.
Yeah, but in the Cold War one, there's so many Easter eggs. It's crazy.
That's what makes it so fun.
Yeah.
You can
Yeah.
get like this.
Like the D machine.
Is that the vacuum one?
Yeah, the
Yeah,
vacuum.
the vacuum
that
is
one's
so
sick.
You can like charge it up over time, and then it just explodes like your entire mob of zombies.
Oh yeah,
And
it's
then
so
you just,
cool.
You have to like train them where you run around and shit, throw like monkeys to where they all like stop and just look at it, and then you get like a good train behind you, and then just vacuum. And
Oh yeah, you
take
vacuum
'em
and
all
it
out.
charges the gun up, so it's like way better.
Yeah.
And then
Okay.
boom,
My
launch
favorite
a
is when
big
you
thing
train
at
it.
'em.
Like we should play it sometime.
Yeah,
The
you gotta
Cold
get
War
Cold
one.
War.
You should. It'd be fun. And with a 4-stack, it's so fun.
Yeah, it's so
Isn't
fun.
Cold War just a?
No, I think it costs money.
No, it's like a freaking DLC for Modern Warfare 2, isn't it?
I think so.
Yeah. Because I had bought Modern
Maybe.
Warfare 2, but I couldn't play any of the Cold War
Okay.
maps.
I don't think they're connected anymore.
I don't know.
I think they're
We'll
two
have to- we'll have
separate
to check it out,
apps.
though.
Yeah,
It'd
because I
be
knew I
fun.
bought that new remastered Modern Warfare 2.
Okay, yeah.
Oh yeah, I have that one
Modern
too.
Warfare 2. No, I think Modern Warfare 1 is the one that we're talking about. Isn't it?
The new one is
Is it-
is number 2.
No, I know, but the zombie one, wasn't that on Modern Warfare 1 and then Cold War? Or was it
No.
Cold War 2?
Cold War was with Modern Warfare 2. That's when
Really?
Modern Warfare 2 was still
Yeah,
being
that's
So
what
it's like a
developed.
year old, that's it.
Yeah,
That's
and
what I
it used to be hooked up to
Oh, okay.
Warzone. It used to be hooked up to Warzone.
Yeah, and it was hooked up
as
to
well.
Warzone. Yeah.
Warzone
yeah.
2 though.
No, now it's Warzone 2. It got upgraded.
Oh, I got you now. Yes.
Yo.
the
I don't like
maps
any of the
changed.
Warzone either.
Yeah.
I used to love the Warzone. I got like 11
That one was so
victories,
fun.
and those are like way better than any victory you could ever get on anything.
Oh yeah, those are so hard
It's
on the
so
big
hard
map.
to win.
Hey,
Yeah.
the best victory I had was with a random duo.
Oh really?
Yeah, and they died right away, and they watched me kill the 4-stack to save them.
Really, you 1v4?
Yeah, because I killed 2 of them. Were running at me, and I shot them, and then I threw a couple claymores down by their body, and the other 2 rolled up on
Oh,
a
to save
on a
them?
fucking on a side by side, and the one jumped out right before the side by side ran into the mines. So I knocked the other one, And as soon as the other one dude jumped out, I just laid some hate on him, bro, and killed the whole squad.
Yeah, bro.
That's
Went over there,
Just-
racked up like 12 racks on all their cash real quick, and then that's when dudes came into game chat and they were like, "Dudes, we were just about to back out."
No way.
Yeah.
They had no faith in you.
No
bro.
faith.
Oh,
You just proved them wrong.
Yeah, that's
They didn't
crazy.
believe in you.
Killer.
God, dude.
10 out of 10 clip right
10
there.
out of 10.
Hell yeah.
That's freaking hilarious. Did you make a top 5?
I did. I got my top 5. You
What's,
guys ready?
what's
Yeah.
hold on. What's your subject?
All right. This is what you guys got to come up with. I went with the top 5 mindfuck movies.
Mindfuck movies.
I don't
Those are my favorite kind of movies to
I don't
watch.
even watch movies.
Your
so-
favorite movies?
Yeah,
Mindfuck, like ones that just blow your
that
mind.
blow your mind. Okay.
You
All
think
right.
you know what's happening, and then you're like,
So I figured we should
"Oh."
come up with our list first and try and compare it to his.
I
I
can't
don't
even
watch
come with the
movies
list.
like that.
I don't even watch movies.
I don't watch movies.
All right, I got one right off the top of my head. It's called The Paycheck with Ben Affleck.
I'm not familiar with that.
Okay, all right, this one's really good. It's kind of set in like a futuristic time period. Ben Affleck plays a really just high-tech genius, all right? He makes the best electronics of the time period. And big corporations, they buy these freaking technicians, right? And they either have ideas or they buy their ideas, and then they have them make it, right? But when they're making it, they lock them away in like a fucking safe room, and they're not allowed to leave or talk to the outside world until the
Dang.
project's done. And then when the project's done, they erase your mind for that time period and everything about that, so you can't sell that product to someone else now.
Ew, that's
Yeah.
wild.
Right?
That sounds good. Okay.
Um,
I think for my first one, I'm gonna have to go down the Marvel way. I think Venom 2 was mind blowing just because of the fight scenes, dude. Like I don't have much to say about it. Just really the ending scene of that movie was so elite in my opinion. I loved it, and I
Oh,
never
yeah.
saw Venom 1, so it was a really good jump start to the Marvel for me. That was really the first one I ever saw,
Okay.
and I liked it a lot. It was
That's
a
fair.
good-
That's
it was
fair.
a good-
Alright, not
movie.
too. A little off the subject, but that's okay. That's okay.
Yeah.
You got one, Sully?
I think the last movie I even watched was Endgame.
Okay. So
That's way too long.
you picked a very
Yeah, I
terrible
picked a bad
topic.
topic for these
Yeah.
guys. You guys
All
are
right,
movie
give us
watchers.
your worst pick, not your best pick.
All right,
your
so
worst
number
pick.
5, my number 5 is Donnie Darko. You guys ever heard of that movie?
Oh, why does that sound familiar?
It's an old movie back in the 90s, and it's like, it's one of them weird movies that you still like, no matter how many times you watch it, you don't really understand it and know what's going on and what the story really is.
I feel like
But it's
that's so
got
familiar.
oh, what's his name?
We'll pull up
in
the
it?
cover of the movies here too, Jamie. See,
I can't remember his name now. But he's always wearing that creepy. He always sees the guy in the creepy bunny suit.
Okay,
Just
yeah, I've
randomly.
never actually seen this, but yeah, this movie looks super insane.
Yeah, it's trippy as
Just
hell.
pull up a picture of the fucking cover right there. Look at this freak.
Okay, that seems actually interesting.
He's just wearing a fucking suit. That seems way scarier than what I'm into.
That's what I'm saying. But that does look intimidating.
Yeah, it's definitely one of those that just warps your mind as you're watching it. Like you don't understand and you're trying to figure out and connect it all. And
Okay.
definitely recommend it.
I definitely know a lot of mindfuck movies, and I'm just like, I'm getting mindfucked right now. Trying to come up with like, I just can't, like, I can't even. I've seen so many movies. Come
I'm
on.
the complete opposite. I haven't seen enough.
Yeah.
Man, what's that? What's that movie with Liam Neeson and he's out in the Alaskan wilderness fighting off wolves? Have you seen that one?
Yeah.
The ending to that movie always leaves me kind of in a mind fuck. I forget what it's called.
Yeah, I can't think of the name.
Let's
I
look
know what
it
you're
up.
talking about.
But he starts out, he's just like a hired hunter for an oil field up in Alaska.
Yeah.
And he's just there to protect the workers
Okay.
from wolves, because wolves have been attacking a lot. And he either gets another job or he just like packs it up and he's going home. And on the fucking flight home, the plane hits a storm, and motherfucking thing starts going down, and they crash in the woods. And just the whole time, it's like the hunter becomes the hunted,
Yeah.
and he starts getting hunted down by a fucking pack of wolves. And it's
Damn,
just like
okay.
him trying to survive in the wilderness with barely nothing.
I could see myself.
It's called The
watching
Gray,
that
everybody.
one.
Number 4, I put Shutter Island. You guys ever heard of Shutter
Haven't.
Island? It's a Leonardo DiCaprio.
Yeah, I
movie.
seen that one. That movie is a giant mind fuck. That's a
Right.
good fucking call right
Right.
there. That was a good one. That one fucked me up, dude. I've watched it every once in a while, and I still don't quite
Pull up
understand
the
what's
cover
going
of that
on.
one too.
Yeah, it's one of those where you're left guessing at the end because it could
Okay.
be either or two ways, and
Yeah, I'll
either
definitely
one
have to watch
works.
these movies.
And then it starts out just two guys going on a boat over to like an insane asylum on an island and doing research. They're detectives. And they're over there researching it, and as things unravel, you can tell one of them's got his own issues and things aren't quite what they seem. And then it kind of like seems like, oh, maybe he lives there and they're just showing his life there. And then at the end, it reverts back to almost starting over how it started at the beginning. And like they're trying to fix his brain because he's stuck in thinking he's still a detective and doesn't understand that he's a patient there.
Right.
You ever seen Mulholland Drive?
No, I never heard of that.
That's a really weird one.
Okay.
I don't have the DVD. I need to get it because I heard there's like liner notes in the DVD that the director gave like 10 clues to help figure out the movie and shit even.
Whoa.
Oh,
Yeah, that's how
actually really
twisted it
cool.
is, yeah.
Whoa.
But it starts out a girl's
Never heard something like that.
in a limo and she gets in a car crash and then walks down a hill. She's on Mulholland Drive in California, Hollywood, you know, Mulholland Drive,
Okay.
the twisty
Yeah,
in the
yeah,
hills road. And she walks down all bloody and finds her way to a home, and people take her in to take care of her. And it turns into this story of how girls come from overseas with that American dream of being a Hollywood star.
Yeah, sure.
And then they get built up and it all comes to be and how it all goes through all that. But then all these weird twisted things start happening, like kidnappings and murders and just different crazy things. And then it'll like reset at different points, and like it'll show a new girl starting over and reliving that same path, and just showing how every girl going through Hollywood's kind of living that same path and how they all are on a big stage in this whole movie the whole time, basically, is what it's kind of conveying. But
Oh, okay.
there's all sorts of different weird things going on to like help you pick up on when it's in reality and when it's not, and like when the girl's insomniatic and stuff. And at number 2, Fight Club. Have you seen Fight Club?
Yes,
I've
Fight
heard
Club
of
is
that.
definitely on the
Brad
list.
Pitt and Edward Norton.
Okay.
Edward Norton had a pretty good find us. Not Edward Norton in American History X,
Right?
but you know, pretty close. Edward Norton in American History X was like
Yeah,
jacked
that's such a
motherfucker.
great film.
Yeah, dude.
Love that
Swastikas all
movie.
over his body and shit. Yeah, dude, I fucked with it, bro.
Nah,
Like curve stomping.
yeah, like that guy bites a curve.
Oh my god, bro.
You can
that
hear his
sounds
teeth
ruthless.
grinding.
Oh,
on
it
the
is. It's a
concrete.
brutal movie
Oh, yeah.
all about racism.
Yeah, all about racism. And then in the end, his little brother tries to follow his racist footsteps and gets fucking shot in the bathroom at school.
Yeah.
So what is number 1?
Number 1 is Memento.
Okay,
Have you
nothing,
seen
no,
Memento?
no, haven't heard of
Oh,
it.
I think I've
man.
heard of that, but I don't know.
So that's a Christopher Nolan joint. He made the great Batman movies. Heath Ledger is the Joker. He's the one that
Okay,
made that,
okay.
of course. Inception, he made that. One of my favorite directors. But Memento's the story of a guy that has amnesia, and he's in a hotel room, and he wakes up, and he can't remember anything from day to day. And he's covered in tattoos. And they're weird fucking tattoos that'll say like dates and clues and like reminders to shave, just different things that he doesn't know to do day to day because he's lost his memory of everything. And so he uses those to help trigger synapses in his brain to help him kind of retrace his steps every day. So every scene starts over a new day and him like slowly piecing more and more together. So the film kind of works its way backwards because it'll show you like stuff that happens at the end,
Right.
and then how he's kind of piecing it together. But it's the story of him trying to figure out who murdered his wife
Oh, okay.
and coming to figure out who this certain guy is and who this certain girl is that he's got tattooed. And you'll see him meet new people, and then he'll go and tattoo stuff on himself before he forgets it,
Really?
so that the next day he sees it.
Dude, that reminds me.
That sounds really.
Of,
like,
that reminds me of like this real life story I just read about where this dude, his wife and him have a daughter, and his wife was driving home from work one day, got into a terrible car accident. The car burnt up. The body inside was burnt to a crisp. His wife was like pronounced dead. You know what I'm saying? Had a funeral for him and everything. 3 years fucking later, him and his daughter are still trying to like piece their lives back together. You know what I'm saying? And so he's like decided it's a good idea for them to go on a vacation. So they go down to California for like 2 weeks. And on day 3, him and his daughter are like just walking down some strip, and he's like, and his daughter's like, "Daddy, Daddy, that's Mommy," and just like starts like just runs away from him, and so he's like chasing her down. I think he chases her down like 2 blocks or something crazy, and he goes up and she's like tugging on like this woman's jacket. And he's like, "Look, Daddy, that's Mommy," and then like he looks at her and he's like obviously this uncanny familiar of his wife, you know what I'm saying? And he's just like, "What the hell?" And then she goes, "Do I know you guys?" And like it's like start talking for a second, and then like either she called him over or this dude comes over, and he goes, "Hey, honey," and then like looks over at the dude, and they make eye contact, and then the father looks over and goes, "Sam?" And then like I forget what the father's name is, but he like said his name back to him, and he's like, "What the hell's going on here, Sam?" Weird. And then that's when Sam breaks down like this whole story where a week after the funeral, Sam was watching TV at home when he was still living in the same state as him, and he saw on the news a woman with extreme memory loss is in a hospital bed or something, right? And so then that goes on, and then that makes the husband realize that his wife would oftentimes pick up female hitchhikers. So in the crash, she was flung from the car, and the body that burnt up was a random female hitchhiker that she had picked up. And so she had took to like the John Doe wing. Jeez. And was in a coma for like a month or a week or something like that. And then the dude went down there, claimed to be her husband.
That's messed up.
Fucking signed her out, and then moved her ass down to California, and then has just been like lying to her. And she's like, "I've been having dreams for the last few years that I have a daughter and I have this whole other life, and he just keeps telling me it's not true." And then like it was like this dude just stole his wife. Yeah, bro, dude just stole his wife.
That sounds
insanity.
Yeah,
advantage of her, bro.
Yeah,
that's so messed up. Oh my god.
Yeah, I think they did call the cops on him, and he got some kind of like kidnapping charge or something.
I would hope so. Jesus.
Yeah.
Twisted.
Very twisted.
Yeah, for years though, he was like lying to her and had her with him, bro.
You said like 3 years?
Yeah, it was like 3 years. Yeah, I think it was like 3 years.
Oh my god. That's so sad.
I just read up like this on like the day before yesterday or something, dude.
Good grief.
That is wild.
It's
really.
so fucking wild.
Reality's a trip, man.
Yeah.
Forget
about the movies.
For real.
This is what the movies are made of.
That was a movie. Jesus.
Speaking of which, I wrote down a movie that I thought of while you were watching, Interstellar.
Oh yeah, that's
You
a
ever
good
seen
one.
that?
Yeah, that's a Christopher Nolan joint too.
You know what they say? Okay, alright, so this is like, I think the year's like 2040, 2050.
Yeah.
And it's just like the Earth is going to shit. Like the plant can't sustain the planet can't sustain life very much anymore. Everything's too hot. Everything's too cold. They can't grow nothing. There's like, I think where they're at is like Texas or something.
Yeah.
And so there's like a dust storm every other day there.
Yeah.
So like fucking life is just shit. And like the big, I think is it still NASA? I think it's still NASA. NASA's still a big thing. And so the CEO of NASA at the time is like built like this crazy giant spaceship, and he wants what's his name, Matthew McConaughey, who is an old NASA pilot, to come back and captain this ship to save the next race of humans and everything, you know. Mm-hmm. And I think this was just like supposed to be a practice trip, wasn't it? The first one, right? But then like old dude just like didn't tell him that was gonna be a practice trip, and they fucking set off, and he's all like, you know, this ship's never supposed to come back to Earth. And dude left his daughter there and everything on the farm. Yeah, and his daughter was young when he left. And his daughter was only like 8 or 10 years old. And then they end up going through a wormhole, don't they?
Yep.
They go through some kind of wormhole, and then by the time he ends up making any kind of communication with her again, she's in like her late 20s, early 30s. Really? Just like 20 years had gone by, nobody heard of him. and he comes back to Earth, doesn't he?
Yep.
Yeah, he comes back to
Yeah.
Earth, and she's all grown up. But then they send him back out there.
Really? Bro?
Yeah,
They got back?
yeah, not right away, but a little ways after
Close enough.
they had made another ship because they had lost touch with them. So they had spent like the last 30 years or something making another ship, and he had barely like aged a day.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah, he had like barely aged a day from the wormhole he had went through, like the time, space, everything like that. And so he comes back, he gets sent out again, but this time something doesn't go quite as right, and he ends up in like what someone called like the fifth dimension.
Yeah.
And a breakdown they wrote. And so he's in like this fifth dimension between space and time, and he's able to see time that happened years and years ago, and he can like shift through time like a library.
Damn, okay.
All right. And so he's doing this in his daughter's bookcase, and since the time she's like 6, old enough to read, he's like going back in time and like pushing off books off the shelf, trying to like get her to read stuff, get her to learn stuff, trying to like build her up. And he somehow like used that to like help her to like create the next ship to save humanity, kind of.
Damn.
But someone was trying to say that the whole construct that he was in, that whole fifth or fourth dimension construct, was created by aliens. This has been a really long podcast, very successful.
That's what I was thinking.
Hell yeah.
Definitely our longest one yet.
Yeah.
Glad having you on, Paulie.
Heck yeah.
Yeah,
Glad
no,
to be
thanks
here.
for coming
Appreciate
out.
you guys
Thanks for
having
coming out
me.
here.
Great
It
time.
was awesome having you here.
Look forward to the next one.
Hell
Yes,
yeah.
Sure.
Don't forget, everybody, the whiter the bread, and soon
Soon
you're
you're
dead.
dead.
Stay cruising.
Stay cruising.
Love you guys.